The race card, black fatigue, it's real. I'm sorry. You have embarrassed your own culture and race. Don't get me wrong, we got a lot of people that embarrass the shit out of me too. But you guys, you got a patent on that shit.
So this is something but I was not expecting to see. Jeff Metcalf, the father of Austin Metcalf, the 17-year-old that got stabbed to death by Carmelo Anthony after an entire year of complete silence. This guy decided to do a podcast talking about everything that happened, and just by listening to this guy talk, you can tell that he has been wanting to say all of this for a really long time.
This was never about race. Please don't make it about race and don't politicize it. And what did you do? You chose both. I've been disrespected by so many people, so many times while I've had to sit here and take it. I'm gonna tell you right now, Charleston White, you think you're funny? We'll see who's laughing. Drew Anthony, you're a pussy and a coward and you raised one. Kayla, you drunk bitch. What'd you do to that boy to make him stab somebody? My God, what kind of mother are you? You never once admitted or took accountability. You tried to play victim. The real victim is the one who died, not the one who shoved a knife in his chest.
It's honestly so crazy that even needs to be said. There is a literal American congresswoman that publicly said that if she was in Carmelo's position, she would have done the exact same thing. Like, I'm sorry, but how are you supposed to fix this? But anyway, I don't want to talk about the entire interview. I want to talk about a specific clip and the reaction that black people had to said clip. There's a specific part where he says, "Let me say something racist to go viral," and then he proceeds to call Carmelo Anthony a watermelon felon.
Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such a little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about watermelon felon? How's that one strike you?
Just say it's cleaner. And now, because he said this, you now have a bunch of black people saying that he went too far and calling him a racist. Really? This is what you guys consider going too far? Okay, so let me get this straight. After the black community raised over $600,000 to free the killer of this man's son, after they swatted this man and his family 6 different times, after they have been sending death threats to the rest of this guy's family, after countless black people decided to make AI images mocking and pissing on Austin's grave, after black people decided to yell at this man and his family, but they are glad that their son is dead.
Hey, we glad Austin dead. I'm glad Austin is dead. He's a bitch ass bully. You guys knew he was a bully. You guys knew he was a bully.
After all of that, black people are unironically saying that, oh no, this guy calling his son's killer a watermelon felon, that is too far. That is where we draw the line. And keep in mind, because a lot of black people are now saying that this guy was always a racist, Jeff Metcalf, literally the day after his son was killed, did an interview where he said that he forgave his son's killer and that he doesn't want this to be turned into a race issue.
You had mentioned a few times that you had forgiven the suspect for what
That's correct.
He did.
I do. God teaches us in the Bible. He talks about forgiveness. He also talks about revenge, not for me to seek. It's very unfortunate that this other child decided to make a bad choice that's going to affect him for the rest of his life. I have compassion for every human being. I want to make this very clear. This is not a race issue. This is not a black and white issue. I don't want someone stepping up on a soapbox trying to politicize this.
There was also a Protect White Americans protest in response to Austin's killing, and the dad called the organizer and told him that he wants nothing to do with him.
You are part of the problem, my friend. You're trying to create more race divide than bridging the gap. I do not condone anything you do. You do not have any...
That's called white guilt. No, let it talk.
My son, let me finish. I give you your time. You take my son's face off your website. I am not associated with you. I don't...
You're creating more Austin Metcalfs with your weakness, sir.
Thanks.
You are creating more Austin Metcalfs with your weakness.
Here, you are being weak. I gotta be honest with you about that, sir.
You're being weak. Condemn your son's killer and the culture that caused it.
And even though he said all of this right after his son was killed, it didn't matter because this guy and his son were still getting called racist. Black people were calling them racist this entire time. He didn't start getting called racist after this recent interview. He has been getting called racist since the beginning. And he said, you know what? If all of you are gonna call me racist, then yeah, sure, I will be racist. And then he calls Carmelo Anthony a watermelon felon.
He's an asshole. Or he's the greatest guy, he'll give you the shirt off his back. So they both can be right because I give what you get, or what you give, or to me, I'll give you back. So am I racist? Yeah, I'm racist against assholes. I don't like them. I could care less about the color of your skin. We all bleed the same color.
And you know what? Controversial opinion. After everything that this guy went through, I think it's completely understandable for this guy to have a very poor opinion of the general black population in America. I think it's entirely justifiable. And yeah, I know that the leftists and the minorities are gonna disagree, but it's like, black people will literally sit here and be the most racist people on the planet because of the ancestors of white people, and then they're gonna tell white people that they're not allowed to be racist to them because of the way that the majority of them behave. And a while ago in one of my previous videos, I said that the main cause for Islamophobia is the behavior of Muslims. And a lot of people in the comment section really did not like that take, but I stand by it, and I will actually add to that statement by saying that it's not just Islamophobia. You can say the exact same thing about black fatigue as well. And this whole Austin Metcalf Carmelo Anthony situation is a perfect example of that.
My motherfucking main nigga Carmelo Anthony got 35 years to life. You feel me? For going to a high school, he had a blade in his backpack. My nigga went to a high school with a fucking blade and stabbed my nigga, shanked him. Motherfucker, lock that bitch up. 35 years. You better than me. If I was that judge, shit, I would have swung the gavel. Shit, quadruple life, motherfucker.
I'm sorry, but what does it say about the black community when one of the few black voices that actually makes sense is an obese pedophile?
I come to pray with you and show the world we can close the gap of this unbelievable racial divide. And what'd you do? You widen the gap even further. You hire a convicted, baby-shaking felon who gives you bad advice, kicks me out of a press conference. Oh, funny, I was somewhere I wasn't supposed to be, but I left when asked. I didn't stab anyone.
Yeah, black people unironically recorded videos of themselves saying that they are allowed to stab you if you tell them to leave.
Y'all not gonna make me believe or feel any kind of sympathy for Austin Metcalf at all. He put his hands on that young man when he should have kept them hands to himself. When the young man told him, touch me and see, you bet not touch me, that meant that I don't want you in my space. I don't want you touching me. Rosa Parks days is over. You cannot think that you can move somebody out of a seat that you don't own and think that it's going to be okay. And you can't determine how I'm going to retaliate on you when you put your hands on me in an aggressive manner. Austin Metcalf got exactly what he deserved.
Yeah, I think it's clear to everyone that the reason why there's so many black people in prison is because of systematic racism. I think it's obvious to everyone at this point.
Yo, I don't know if y'all seeing this shit, yo, but these white people is blatantly letting us know they don't like us. Austin, get up. Please, Austin, get up. Austin, can you get up? Please, Austin, get up. Get up. Austin.